Boy, DeWanna Bonner, you sure did look awful today. You looked awful today. You looked like a true liability on the floor.
The Las Vegas Aces versus the Phoenix Mercury. And I'm telling you right now, this is probably going to be one of the lowest rated WNBA Finals in a mighty long time.
Boy, oh boy, DeWanna Bonner. When in the world was that? You look rough out there. You look lost. You look like a walking liability. And after that disaster of finals game, instead of taking a little accountability, what does she do? She blames Caitlin Clark. Yeah, Caitlin Clark, the rookie, the one who wasn't even in the building. You cannot make this up. After Game 3 of the WNBA Finals, the Phoenix Mercury didn't just lose, they imploded. And leading the meltdown? DeWanna Bonner herself, who apparently decided that the real enemy here is Caitlin Clark and her fans. Because you see, according to Bonner, Fever fans are toxic. They're bullying. They're ruining the fun for everyone. Yeah, right? As if the reason your team face-planted in front of half-empty seats has anything to do with a player who's sitting at home right now. The irony is wild. Let's talk about those seats for a second, because you are not going to believe this. Game 3 of the finals, the so-called biggest stage in women's basketball. Tickets were going for $10. $10. Your DoorDash order costs more than that. A drive-thru meal at Chick-fil-A? More. A parking ticket downtown? Definitely more. And don't think that's resale. Nope, that's face value. Straight from the league. Upper deck, $10. Lower bowl, $25. Courtside, behind the bench, $90. Second row, about $130. You can't even park at a UFC fight for that price. Bro, this is supposed to be the finals, not a clearance sale. And you know what's crazy? The same seats, when Caitlin Clark was playing, were selling for 10 times as much. Courtside, during a Fever game, $2,000. Now, $300 if that. The league can't even give tickets away. Literally. And this is what's so wild. All season long, the WNBA's been patting itself on the back. Record ratings, historic growth, unprecedented momentum. But the minute Caitlin Clark wasn't on the court, all that momentum disappeared faster than a ref's whistle when she gets fouled. You can't call yourself booming when your championship looks like an open gym scrimmage. You can't brag about growth when fans would rather stay home than spend $10 to see the finals. That's not growth. That's desperation. Now here's where it gets sad or hilarious, depending on how you see it. Instead of facing the facts, Bonner comes out after the loss and blames the media for focusing too much on Caitlin Clark. She says fans are turning on the league because of the Clark obsession. Translation? She's mad that nobody's obsessed with her. This is classic veteran insecurity. Instead of raising your game, you blame the rookie who actually brought eyes to the league. DeWanna, if we're being real, without Caitlin Clark, you wouldn't even have a finals this year. The only reason anybody cared to tune in all season long was because of the wave Clark created. And while all this chaos is happening, Kathy Engelbert, the WNBA commissioner, is out there smiling in interviews like everything's perfect. This is the strongest the league's ever been. Strongest? If $10 finals tickets are strong, then a sandcastle in a hurricane is the Great Wall of China. The spin doesn't match the scoreboard. The arenas are empty. The ratings are slipping. The vibe is gone, but the PR machine keeps rolling. They're bragging about Nike deals and brand partnerships, none of which matter when the stands look like a Sunday afternoon rec league. You can't fake butts in seats. Here's the truth everyone's afraid to say. The WNBA's growth this season wasn't organic. It was borrowed from Caitlin Clark.
Game 3 of the WNBA Finals, and news has broke that you can get into the game for tickets as low as $10. Yeah, no. Your speakers on your laptop or your phone are working perfectly fine. You heard me loud and clear. You can get into Game 3 of the WNBA Finals for $10. This is craziness.
She was the story. She was the reason people cared. She filled arenas, sold jerseys, and turned casual fans into viewers. And the second she wasn't part of the picture, the league flatlined. You can't build a brand off one player and then act surprised when everything collapses once she's gone. That's not sustainable growth. That's clout chasing. And fans are seeing through it now. Social media is brutal. Twitter, Reddit, TikTok. Everyone's posting screenshots of all those empty blue dots on Ticketmaster. People are calling it the cheapest championship in sports history. Others are making memes saying the silence in the arena is louder than the whistle when Caitlyn gets hacked. It's funny, but it's also tragic. Because people wanted this league to win. They wanted women's basketball to thrive. And now they're watching it blow the biggest opportunity it's ever had. Fans aren't asking for miracles. They just want a product worth their time. Real officiating, real rivalries, real stars who compete, not complain. But instead of that, the WNBA's been chasing PR optics and social slogans while ignoring the entertainment factor that actually sells tickets. Caitlin Clark handed them the blueprint. Authenticity, passion, and competition, and they completely fumbled it. They tried to contain her instead of celebrating her. Now they're back to half-empty arenas and excuses. This finals wasn't just bad, it was embarrassing. It's a case study in how not to handle success. The WNBA was handed a golden era on a silver platter, and they turned it into a clearance sale. You can't keep telling fans you're growing when the evidence says otherwise. You can't talk empowerment when your biggest stage looks powerless. If this is record-breaking, what does rock bottom look like? So here's the bottom line. DeWanna Bonner can blame Caitlin Clark all she wants. She can talk about toxic fans and media obsession. But the truth is Clark didn't ruin the league. She saved it. And the WNBA didn't protect her, didn't promote her, and didn't learn from her. Now, they're learning the hard way. Empty seats, silent arenas, a finals that nobody's watching. The message couldn't be clearer. No Caitlin, no crowd, no credibility. Let me know what you think down below. Who's really to blame for this finals flop? Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss a breakdown. See you in the next one.